So, someone commented on a video that I posted a while back. It was this year at some point, but it was a while back. And this is what the comment read. It said, I think, okay, first off, the video was me speaking about alchemizing. I had experienced something earlier that day and I decided to sit down and record what I experienced and how I alchemized, and just, recognizing all these different things that were just coming together and swirling around me. And the comment that was at the bottom of this video says this: universe, aka demons, not our creator. And then it says you need to pray, not manifest. So I just want to break this down because I believe that this is a very common belief, and I want to dig into it and give my take on it and what I've learned and what is true. Let's go. Welcome to Empress Expressions. My name is Amber and I welcome you whether you're new or you're returning. Welcome. So today I am replying to a comment that was posted on the channel, and it is speaking about demons in the universe and how I need to pray, or whomever needs to pray and not manifest. And so I'm going to get into 3 points like I do, and I'm going to break this down. I'm not going to hold you very long, but I'm definitely going to get into it. All right. So the first point that I have here is the universe is creation. It is not demons. Okay. The universe is creation, not demons. The universe isn't a replacement for God. It is the expression of God's creation. To call it demonic is to misunderstand its source. Okay? To call the universe demonic is to misunderstand its source. Okay, so the example that I have here is, if you plant a seed and you pray over it and you water it, you're manifesting the answer to your prayer. And that's not demonic, that's creation. So when I received this comment, it's interesting because an older version of me would have been irritated. But the version of me that is embodied, I was just like, okay, like I just saw it and I was like, okay, cool. Like clearly, at some point in time, I'll circle back around and I'll speak on it. And that time it's here. It just lets me know that, hey, nobody is wrong, right? We all are navigating our own paths, our own journeys. We are all here to understand our whys on a deeper level. Why have we pre-planned some of the things that we live through and that we are experiencing, right? So I'm not here to say that this person is wrong. I'm here to break down what I feel like is going on here. So to say that the universe is demons, it's a true lack of understanding, I feel like, in understanding God's and understanding source, or the divine's creation, the expression of creation. I've said it so many times here on the channel that God does not judge itself, right? God does not judge itself. So the universe will embody all things, right? Angelic energies and demonic energies. But to say that one should only pray and not manifest, prayer is not going to get you where you want to go. There's going to need to be some type of an aligned action that needs to be taken in some way or another in order to get your prayer answered. And that is the only way that you're going to be able to truly understand that and embody that is to begin to awaken to the fact that you are God on the planet, right? You are a part of the expression of the divine's creation. So like I said, you plant that seed, you pray over that, you water that. That is you manifesting your prayer. You're not going to plant that seed and then leave it there and then expect it to do something. It needs water. It needs nourishment. It needs attention. That's the manifestation part. All right, let's get into number two. All right, so number two is prayer and manifestation are connected. Okay. Prayer is you speaking to God. Manifestation is you aligning your life to walk in what you've prayed for. Just like we go back to the seed, and the alignment is the watering of the seed, right? It's the planting of the seed, right? It's the praying over the seed. It's the action that you took to set the intention of what it is that you want to see transpire. So prayer and manifestation are connected. They are not in conflict, okay? So the example that I have here is someone prays for a new job and then takes aligned steps while trusting, right? What are they trusting? They're trusting for what they've prayed for. They're trusting that what they've prayed for is going to show up, right? And someone who's tapped in, tuned in, and understands that there will be action, aligned steps that will need to be taken in order to bring this prayer into manifestation. Praying for a job, but never submitting any resumes, never having a conversation with anyone, never looking for a job, never putting themselves out there to find a job. How are you supposed to get a job? Most jobs you have to show up for in some form or fashion. So there has to be aligned steps in order to manifest the prayer. Prayer and manifestation work together. They work together. One is not better than the other. One is not needed. They are both necessary in the process of getting where you want to go, having what you desire, and being who you see yourself being. All right, so the third thing that I have here, fear is going to keep you powerless, okay? Being afraid is going to make you weak, and it's going to make you powerless. So believing the universe is demonic, it's going to keep you small, and it's going to keep you afraid. Remembering you are divine allows you to co-create with God instead of living in fear. So one of the first things that I also picked up on when I read this comment was it just had fear written all over it. I mean, unless you're someone that's into demons and maybe even like studying demonology and all that different stuff, and most people when they hear demons, it's like, ooh, so scary, right? So it was like fear written all over it. The universe is demonic. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of, okay? The example that I have is fear teaches you that using your God-given creative power is evil, okay? Fear teaches you that using your God-given creative power is evil. When you believe that and you allow the teachings of fear to take over you, okay, you will abandon yourself instead of expanding. And I have seen this happen so many times, not only in my own life, but as I observe and witness others. I saw this happen in the church when I was in the church. It happened to me when I was in the church. It took me a few years to really be comfortable and okay with where I'm at now. The teachings that I have, the wisdom that I have, how I got to where I'm at. Being okay and feeling safe enough to explore the worlds that I have explored to be where I'm at now. So fear will strip you of all your power, okay? Really quickly, just think about the pandemic. Yes, I know people got sick. I know it affected people. I know that it did. But the fear that was placed upon the world played a huge factor in how much that affected us on a global level. People had no idea what was going on. This was something unheard of, unspoken of in this time. And what did that create? It created fear. You have some people that carried on like normal. You have other people that literally hid away because they were afraid. And it doesn't make them less than, but it's just an example, right? We all have lived through COVID. Those of us that are still here in this physical vessel, in this time, in this space, we lived through COVID. And that is an experience that can be integrated and used as wisdom moving forward. There's nobody that I can think of at this time, and or you, who still is thinking and feeling exactly like they did back in 2020. Everyone has shifted, everyone has changed, their perspective has changed. They see things differently now when it comes to COVID. Those that have lived through the year of 2020, and here we are 2025, and you're still alive. 9 times out of 10, something has shifted within you when it comes to COVID, right? You see fewer and fewer people walking around with masks on. So that is a really good example to understand how fear will strip you of your power. It will strip you of understanding that you are God on the planet and that you have access to creative, divine power all the time. All right. So I just wanted to touch on that. I wanted to address that comment that was made on the channel. Finally getting around to it. But yeah, like, the universe is not demonic. Okay, the universe is an expression of God, just like you're an expression of God. All right, so don't allow a lack of knowledge or fragmented knowledge take you down a powerless rabbit hole, or have you living in a powerless state. So with that said, if you're vibing with this video, I want you to go ahead and like it, share it with someone else that you feel like would benefit from it, someone that you love. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. And then also you can follow me on TikTok, the Empress Speaks 333. I also still have the Releasing Obligations Light and Shadow workbook that is for sale for $20. Please feel free to go ahead and grab your copy now. It's amazing in helping you really untangle yourself from things that are no longer necessary or needed, unnecessary narratives and weight that's being carried. And also, you can go ahead and check me out on Patreon. I will go a little bit further into this subject on Patreon. I will share a personal experience on Patreon. So you can check me out there. That is $11.33 each month. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. You can drop some roses or some hearts down in the comment section. Let me know you're here. And until next time, I send you peace. I send you light. I send you so much love and alignment on your journey. Peace.